Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Veterans Day. This is Debbie, and I am somewhere between month 4 and month 5. I don't know. And it's November 11th because it's Veterans Day, so I knew all that. Um, I don't know what I weigh. I'm on Sisters Weekend. There's a scale, but I don't like it, so I'm not reporting my weight loss because it's higher than my sister's and it's higher than mine, so we're not doing that today. Let's see, I've done really well all weekend. I haven't cheated. I've had hamburger patties and bacon. Oh, and we bought some crab legs yesterday, so I soaked it in lots of butter. So I've had more than enough food. And oh, yeah, and there was shrimp. So, yep, I've done really well. I feel really good. My one sister and I walked down to the beach this morning, so I got in a bit of exercise, walked through the water a little bit to have a little bit of fun. And let's see, as far as carnivore, I'm gonna have Dave do one. It's been a while. You guys are asking to see Dave, so I'll have him come. And let's see. I know I told you guys that, I haven't had coffee, creamer, or artificial sweetener since Friday. So I feel really good, never had any headaches or anything, but I think I drink my coffee so I would say watered down, but it's mostly creamed down, I think. I guess that's what you would say. But anyway, that's it for carnivore if you want to turn it off there. As far as my journey, I realized the other day that I got to my wedding and leaving my husband and everything, but I never told you that I had just turned 18 and my mom and family went to Orlando to see Disney for like a week, and she left me in charge of the flower shop, and which she had by then. Yeah, kind of, mom and dad weren't living together anymore, so mom was raising 6 kids and ended up starting a flower shop on her own and was really successful. So anyway, I heard the fire whistle going that morning, and I was always concerned about my great grandparents because I knew that they would need help getting out of the house. So I put some clothes on quickly, ran out to my car. I'm driving through town. At the time, there were only like 2 lights on the main street. Driving through town, and I was going past our house. My great grandparents lived like another block up the street. And as I was going past my house on that street, I happened to catch out of my peripheral vision fire trucks, and I realized it was our house that was burning down. It wasn't a good day. We lost everything except I ran in, and I kept trying to get the pictures out with the trunk, and they were all in a trunk, and the 2 firemen that I knew kept grabbing me by the waist and throwing me back out and telling me I was making it harder, and I just kept crying and saying, I want the photos, I just want the photos. So actually on my third attempt, I got my hand on the strap of the trunk. So they grabbed me, but they also had to grab the trunk because they couldn't get me. So anyway, it ended up being where my brother thought, because the tannery had burnt the day before, and so my brother had a friend over, and I guess they were smoking weed, which I never even knew about then. Kind of wish I had at the time. But so anyway, they found him walking down the railroad tracks later, and his story was that they thought it was the smoke from the tannery fire the day before. So they had put a fan in the window to draw out the smoke. Well, when they did it, it ignited the whole house. So I had to call my mom and tell her that the house burnt down. She laughed and said I had to be kidding, and I was like, no. And then I got in trouble because I hadn't continued to work the flower shop while she was gone because, I don't know, because there were 4 feet of water. Anyway, that's another story that we don't have to get into. But because it's Veterans Day, I wanted to share another story that's fun, because the fire wasn't so much fun. But on it wasn't on Veterans Day, but after I left my husband, I decided I wanted to go into the Air Force. So I was, I guess it was a little while after, because I was 19 at the time, and I went to the recruiter and we got all the things in order. I had taken all my tests, did everything we had to do, everything. I was all set to go. And he said, there's only one thing left to do, and that's you need a permissions statement from your husband saying it's okay for you to go. I was like, what? And he says, yeah, you need your husband's signature. I said, well, he's not even going to give it. I mean, he's not going to do that. He's contesting any divorce or anything. He's just being a pain. You know, he's not ever going to sign a paper for me. And he said, oh man, I don't know what else we can do about it. Well, the recruiter had the exact same name as my husband. The exact same name. First name and last name. Not middle initial or anything, but he had the same name. And I said, you could sign it. And he did. And that's how I got into the Air Force back in 1973. So I thought that was kind of a fun story to go along with Veterans Day. And yep, we're having a really good time at Sisters Weekend after a few bumps. Mostly my fault, I think. But yeah, we're gonna leave I'll be going home. David meets me at 3 o'clock back in Orlando, and then we'll go back to our spot for a few days before we go to my son's to wrap up our weekend here. So it's good talking to y'all. I'm sorry, I know I didn't write back to anybody the other day in the comments. Please forgive me. Let's just go forward from here. But I mean, I loved them all. I always love them all. I've just been too busy to write back, but I'll have more time today. So thank you for the ongoing support and encouragement. If you've just started Carnivore, just keep going. Like whatever the problem is, just keep going. I saw somebody who had a meter version. I went through that too for like 2 days. Just keep going. It gets much better. So anyway, I hope you guys all continue to have a nice Veterans Day, and remember to tell those that served to thank you for their service. Have a great day, guys. Bye.